Hello, it's Roxy the Realtor, and here we are, ending the third quarter of 2020. Thank God, right? Okay, I've got just a little bit of real estate update for you. Last time we talked, that would be the end of the second quarter. Things were like rocking and rolling, right? Even in the midst of COVID. Well, what has happened is June, our new construction had just taken off like crazy. We had 30% more new construction activity in 2020 than we did in 2019. But now, at the end of the third quarter 2020, guess what has happened? It's the whiplash effect. You know, for every yin, there's a yang. So what has happened now is that during this time of the COVID shutdowns and the extended time that we have experienced the COVID shutdowns, lumber prices have gone through the roof. Lumber prices are affecting the cost of a new house by 16%. For example, if you had it in your head you wanted to build, $300,000 was about where you wanted to be. Add another $48,000. Prices are about 16% higher just here in the last 3 months. It's almost unbelievable. Next thing that where we've seen a huge impact is appliances. Of course, the manufacturers were shut down. Mills in 2019 were running 3 shifts. This second quarter, they were down to 1 shift, sometimes possibly 2 shifts. So that's how come we have such a shortage of lumber. I believe lumber has tripled in price in just the past 3 months, which is insanity, right? Appliances, same thing. Manufacturers have shut down production or are running with a skeleton crew. A brand new washer and dryer, refrigerator, stove, microwave right now, you are looking at a lead time of 4 to 6 weeks, if you're lucky. Appliances are flying off the shelf. Many times you'll go into a display room, that's all they have. Many times the models are even being sold and they don't even have a model to show you. Oddly enough, this has really impacted the used appliances market also. Right now, you can get top dollar for any kind of used appliances. So if you've got that extra refrigerator or stove, washer, dryer sitting around, slap it on Craigslist, whatever, Facebook Marketplace, and you will get that sold in no time at all. You know what I was looking at is where's the new construction? Where's all this growth happening? Oddly enough, the top 5 cities was Minneapolis, Maple Grove, Lakeville, Cottage Grove, and Otsego. I got to thinking about Minneapolis and I thought, well, there's really not a lot of lots and land there. Is it because Minneapolis ended the single family zoning? What does that mean? Minneapolis put a kibosh to a lot, 1 parcel being a single family home. And now you could put 2 to 3 units on 1 lot. Of course, you have to there are restrictions that come with that. Why? They were finding, number 1, it was more affordable housing, and number 2, it's a great way to combine communities where we want families under 1 roof. For example, maybe the mother and children and a significant other live in the house, and let's do a mother-in-law apartment outside. Let's see how that works. So I thought, is that why? I looked it up. No, the applications for the dual residence on 1 lot is minimal. They've only had just a couple. So that's not why. But what it is they're putting up high rises on Lake Street. It was one of the bigger developments that's coming in and affecting that. So they are putting up multifamily residences, apartment buildings in the city of Minneapolis. I think I covered a lot that I wanted to cover. Oh my God, if you haven't heard, I'm sure you must. Interest rates are still so super low, historically low, freaky low. You can buy so much more home, which is the bright news about lumber going so high. Whereas if our interest rates were a couple months ago, maybe at 4.5 to 5.5, now they're at, let's say, 2.5 to 3. So maybe that 16% increase isn't going to affect your pocketbook as much as you think. That's where talking with a trusted advisor always comes in handy. Let's talk about where we're at and what we can do with it. It might not be as bad as you think. Another thing that's going on, of course, is I've always predicted that our market here in the Twin Cities wouldn't be that affected by COVID because there's so many programs to help people pay their mortgage. They're saying, and I read this from the National Association of Realtors yesterday, that our inventory is so low that they're thinking that we're going to stay and have a very strong seller's market for the next 5 to 10 years based on the demand that we have right now. Also, prices have gone so high that if you are 1 or 2 months behind, get it on the market and get it sold, recoup your money. Don't leave it on the table. There's a lot going on in real estate right now. If you have any questions, give me a shout.